shithole.
Where?
It's a shithole.
What's a shithole?
Zimbabwe.
A shithole means a failed state.
A failed state.
Yes.
How can you
Your
have a failed
dollar,
state?
yeah.
So how can
Your
you have a
own
failed
currency.
state? So
Your
how can you
own
have
currency is now,
How can you have a
yeah,
failed
a toilet
state?
paper is
How
now,
can you have
it's
a
more
failed state?
expensive than your currency.
How can you have a failed state if it hasn't started in the first place?
It's a failed state.
It has to
Everybody's
start-
running.
It has to start before it to fail.
Well, what? It failed.
But
It
it hasn't
failed.
started
No.
yet.
Hold
It
on.
hasn't started yet.
Before Mugabe, you didn't need any visa to come to this country because you guys were better off. After Mugabe, you need a visa to come here. Why? Because people run away from a shithole. It stinks. You know it.
Again, you're not justifying
Before
why
Cubans,
people-
yeah, before
It's where
Cubans.
people are starving.
Say that again?
It's where people are starving.
Come
Over
on.
here then.
We do.
Exactly.
No, I'd say the problem is worse in Venezuela right now. Rolling blackouts, people starving.
China?
No one's starving in
Yes,
Venezuela.
they are. Yes, lots of people are starving in Venezuela.
China is progressing.
Yeah,
Right.
but-
No, if you
No,
look
you
at what's
see-
happening there, people are
You know something,
starving.
right?
Venezuela.
Capitalism saved China.
Pretty much the whole of
Yeah,
the
because you
country.
see-
People are eating
the-
rats, dogs and pigeons.
when the
That's
liberals-
socialism.
Sure.
In this country started demanding for more high pay, all the factories had to move to what's called a cheap labor, which is China. Now in turn, Chinese acquired the skills. They are also now going to Africa, other shithole countries to also develop. That's capitalism.
So was China a shithole country?
It was under Mao. Yeah, people starved, in their millions, just like, what's called Stalin. Any socialist country is a shithole. Yeah,
A country where people aren't starving.
like here.
People are starving here.
Look,
There's people.
any capitalist country, the poor is overweight. Any socialist country, the poor is underweight.
So wait. We don't have a homeless problem in the UK.
The homeless problem is a habit.
It's a habit.
It's a habit. You see, when you live in your comfort zone, you don't want to do anything. In this country, all the homeless are British. All the homeless are British. I am immigrant. I live better than a British homeless person. Why is that? Because I have incentive to work. Capitalism has given me the opportunity that, look, do cleaning. 5 years time, you acquire the necessary habits for you to excel yourself. After 5 years, I no longer earn £2 an hour. I now earn more than £2 an hour.
How does that apply?
I live in a better house.
How does that apply to someone with a mother who's a bracket and then father who's a bracket?
Look.
You said it's a habit. So
Yeah, it's a habit.
What leads to someone having a mum and a dad who's a crackhead? The welfare state, socialism.
That is it.
What happens to people who are born in terrible situations?
Look, if
Do answer the question.
I am answering,
Go on.
everyone here was born into, different circumstances.
Absolutely.
At a certain age, you have to start using your own brain.
How do you do that? How do you do that if you haven't had the ability to have your
Look.
brain developed?
If you live in a cave and you see that no, the people living in the skyscrapers are doing well, either you aspire to also live there or you remain in your cave.
So how do you do that with an unstable home?
By sight.
By sight.
By sight, yeah, you can see what is going on. Look at, South Africans, the blacks. They live in their shithole. They are far better off with their welfare.
So kids who have suffered abuse just need to look at sight. And all their problems.
Everybody's abused.
Oh.
Everybody is abused in one way or the other.
Can you give me an example?
Look, when I was coming, I had to carry this. That's an abuse. If I had money, I'll take, Uber. That's privilege.
I don't think you understand.
Yeah, should I blame anybody for carrying my own burden.
So are you comparing yourself having to carry this to a young girl being raped by her uncle and suffering psychological effects throughout her life, which hasn't allowed
We all have psychological effects one way or the other. It's called the shadow.
So you compare that the same as that?
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. Your problem, look, every capitalist country.
A young girl getting.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
Is it because you're mine? Yeah, Megan.
Wow.
Rape may be, rape may be the worst psychological effect for you. Me not having the latest phone may also be the worst psychological effect for me. My point is, your problem may be minor to, somebody else's.
A young girl getting raped actually affects her mental stability, her mental development, her ability to.
What has this got to do with capitalism?
Yeah, exactly.
Person to develop her intellect, right?
Yes.
This affects her ability to generate revenue, go into different jobs, get a better education. But you're comparing. You're comparing that. To you carrying this. How does this weigh on your mental development?
Thank you. After the Second World War, a lot of people who also experienced the Second World War also had mental issues because of the bombing. Even, London here, the Blitz.
Absolutely.
Did they go to church and say, oh, I've been raped by Adolf Hitler?
No, most of them.
Did they go and cry to anybody else? They wake up in the morning, look, work cures every disease.
Most of them suffer from PTSD now.
Exactly. Adversity makes a man.
You know what happened then? Most of them took their lives.
Great.
Not most of them.
Great.
Not most of them.
If you help them, then that's your problem.
How does death help anyone?
Maybe, it cure them of your pain.
This is not scientific.
I'm here to talk about capitalism.
We're talking
You are
about
here to
different
talk about
things.
rape.
No, I'm here to address your argument.
50%
Yeah.
scientifically, 50% dismissive.
Look,
You're right about the skyscraper example, but if the people who own the skyscrapers get superior technology, and in that superior technology subdue the people in the cave,
There you go.
then them people in the cave can't fight against guns at that right.
nobody subjugates anybody. Nobody. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's actual
Look.
laws. There's actual laws of subjugation. When you don't
Everything. Look. This is a Samsung phone. I had a choice to go and buy it. There's, iPhone. You have a choice to go and buy it.
You actually don't have a choice.
Look,
You actually don't have a choice. Nowadays, the firmware has to actually match the firmware that it's been developed to. Without the firmware, you don't have.
Can I answer him?
Sure, go on.
I'm not here to sell a phone. I'm here to talk about capitalism.
You're not doing it well.
The virtues of capitalism.
There's no virtue. It's just a module.
There's no virtues. Are you kidding?
It's a module.
No, there is virtues.
That's absolute
There
rubbish.
are.
Virtues.
There are.
Capitalism allows us to have a complex human civilization.
That is it.
Without it, we have a hunter-gatherer society. We go back to that.
So that's the only module that you can have as civilized.
You can only have a civilized society with the free market.
Yeah, free market. Man is free. You see, man can think. Yeah.
There weren't
Look,
civilizations.
What you see in Russia under Stalin is everyone starves to death.
He doesn't know how it works.
The problem is you don't know how capitalism works.
After capitalism,
Yeah, that's
after the
why I'm here.
agricultural revolution, we had complex society. Before that, we were hunter-gatherers.
So you
When was the
think a
agricultural
bunch of
revolution?
European dictators who were going over and taking over the world sat there and said, let's make a fair
You're talking
system."
about imperialism.
Wait. I'm getting into your mind and showing what you're
I'm talking about selling phones. You're talking about imperialism.
Wait a minute, and drew up a system that's
Sorry, I should let you go ahead. Sorry.
But we're taking over them, but we really want to help them. I mean, this is the silly mentalities that we've got.
Look.
No, they made capitalism so
Can
that
I-
it's advantageous.
Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question? Who knows the story of Cinderella? Who knows the story of Cinderella, please? Thank you. Was she abused or not?
She was actually.
Yes.
Who became the princess? No. Who became the princess?
She did.
Thank you. That's capitalism. The person who exploits you is the person that gives you the skills. It was the skills that the prince needed.
That's prostitution. That's not capitalism.
Socialism means that, yeah, my children are not going to be slaves. As a result, the stepmother's children did not make to be the princess because they did not acquire the necessary skills. Let me give you an example of the virtues of colonialism. It was the best thing ever happened to Africa. When the Romans came here to England, they conquered the city of London. They built a wall. They built, drainage systems. They built advanced. They had advanced technology. What happened? No. They did. The British fought them bitterly and said no. They were being subjugated. They were being enslaved. What happened? The Romans left. The city of London was left on its own. It took Britain 100 good years. The British people were dying of cholera, malaria, diseases, nonsense, illiteracy. How did Britain develop? They went back and studied all the stuff the Romans did. Number one,
That's not actually true.
the Romans built. Yeah,
If you're gonna tell history,
if you go to the city of London,
tell history accurately.
Yeah, but he is making
The Normans came and refined the British. They didn't build anything. So where are you going with?
when you go to the city of London,
The Romans
you will
did
see
build a lot of
London
stuff
Wall.
The Normans.
Where the gates
are you
were
saying on
is
the
now
Romans?
called Bishop's Gates.
Right, but he's
All
making a good
gates,
point. I agree.
more gates.
I know, but I'm explaining the fact that
Their own sewage system
Romans came and bettered.
was underground. Now the whole London doesn't get flooded because everything is built on the model of the Romans. That is how. Wait, I'm coming. When the British also went to Africa,
What's built on the model?
they also went there and saw that no, Ghana is pretty rich with gold, so they called it Gold Coast.
Yeah.
They took the people, educated them to serve their interests. Listen. They built railways, they built harbors, they built schools, churches. These are advanced technology that they brought.
Yes, that's true.
Any country that has not adopted the Western civilization is a shithole and backwards. All the countries that experience colonization have now advanced more than any other country.
That's what
If you have,
go back to. So when you say make America great again, you want to go back to that period when they were enslaving your
There you go. There you go.
That was
my ancestors were living in a shithole. Slavery helped them. That's why I gave you the story of Cinderella. If my ancestors want to go back, there's a history. Slaves from America were shipped back to Liberia. Go and ask the Liberian, would they like to live in Liberia now or in America? Go and ask the slaves from Caribbean, would they rather like to live in Sierra Leone or in Caribbean? Choose. If you want to fuck up Africa, vote for a black man. every
made a few accusations
borough
with no
in
action.
London, every borough in London that is run by a black man is a shithole. Hackney is a shithole. Brixton is a
He
shithole.
doesn't know it about history, but what he's saying is a good point. But
Right.
he's missing the
Part
history.
with slavery when the enslavers came and destroyed the culture.